Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu einer weiteren Folge Fate Stay Night Remastered in der Unlimited Bladeworks Timeline. Und ja, wir wurden ja gerade von Archer aus dem Tempel gekickt und sind jetzt irgendwie offenbar anscheinend mitten zwischen Saber und Assassin gelandet. What is that? I hear an unfamiliar voice near me. I also hear a familiar voice. Saber? My vision is almost gone. I attempt to lift my body, but can only collapse in a heap back to earth. Is that Saber? Saber supports my body and speaks with urgency. But that's bad. I don't know the identity, but there's one other unknown servant nearby. If she is tending to me, it leaves her wide open for an attack. It's fine, Saber. She must have realized mid-sentence. She looks back at the servant behind her.
それこそ無粋。刹那の花を摘むことなど誰にもできぬ。
Saber tilts her head, unable to grasp the enemy's true intentions.
何？その横顔に見とれただけよ。果たし合う顔も良かったが、今の張り詰めようも捨てがたくてな。ついめでてしまったのだ。
The servant, dressed anachronistically, turns his back towards us. Also, is that a criminal?
今宵はこれで十分。立ち去るがいい、セイバー。
私たちを見逃すというのか、アサシ。
そうだ。この続き、いずれ果たすというのなら見逃そう。今のお前では満足な戦いは望めまい。私とてそれは惜しい。
Saber glares at Assassin, and Assassin stares calmly at Saber. Their stare only lasts for a few seconds.
わかりました、アサシン。あなたとの決着は必ず。
良い返事だ。期待しているぞ、騎士王よ。
King of Knights. Weiß schon, wer Saber is. Saber takes me in her arms and heads down the stairs. However, I see the knight in red following us from the mountain gate, determined not to let me go.
Archer?
Saber says in wonder. He said that he kills when he can ensure it. If he's a man of his words, he can't let me leave her alive. If he swung his sword trying to kill me, I'm sure he will do whatever he can to kill me now. The red cloak flutters like a feather. It doesn't matter whether Saber is here or not. Archer jumps down and slashes his sword at me. Swords clash. A counterattack like a flash of light. The intercepting blade parries Archer's sword, then makes for his neck as he hangs in midair. Assassin.
Assassin, 貴様。
Archer twists his body and lands. The knight in red is blocked by the servant in the kimono and cannot pass down the stairs.
邪魔をするつもりか、侍。
Archer readies his twin swords and faces the assassin-class servant. With that in front of him, Assassin adjusts his hold on the sword as if nothing happened.
それはこちらのセリフだ。貴様こそ見逃すといった私の邪魔をするつもりか？
His voice is oddly pleasant. I don't know what his goal is, but he really intends to let us leave.
加えて私の役割はここの門番だ。生きては倒産し生きては返さん。行きは見逃したが帰りは別だ。いささか雅さにかける首だが今宵はそれで収めるとしよう。
He intends to go for the kill. Assassin's fighting spirit is as sharp as his longsword. There's no dominating presence like Archer or Saber, where everything feels involved. His is a sharpened razor edge that precisely aims for the neck.
よく言った。セイバーに傷一つつけられなかったキャスターの手駒風情が この俺と戦うと。貴様こそあの女狐を驚かせようと送ったというのに、我が身可愛さで逃げ帰るとは失望したぞ。
The confrontation is short. Both parties demonstrate fantastical sword play. I'm captivated by what I see. To be honest, I can't even make out Assassin's sword technique. I'm not unused to sword play, but I can make heads or tails out of it. It's too swift and deadly. The contrast is what makes me so fascinated. Dancing twin blades. Archer manages to defend himself against such inhuman ability, but his techniques look like something even I could do someday. I don't like it, but you could say I'm impressed. He's fighting against assassins, magical sword with techniques acquired by experience and sheer force of will rather than talent. Damn it, it's obvious that he's strong. It's a different strength than Tosaka or Saber. All the training he went through because he's not extraordinary. I bet he didn't have anything. So with his limited resources, he trained his heart out and got to that level.
今のうちにどちらにせよあなたの体を早く休ませなければ。
Saber's voice brings me back to reality. We leave Euro Temple with Saber carrying me. Assassin and Archer sword play is just behind us without pause. Oh, new servant data added. Ich möchte einmal kurz schauen. Nein, hier nichts dabei. Balanced. Hier irgendwas Neues? Nein. Hier dürfte aber. Ah ja, hier ist Master Caster. My wand is almost healed by the time we get back.
セイバーとつながってるからセイバーの治癒能力がついてきているんじゃない？
Tosaka's opinion might be correct, as my wand heals quickly when Saber's touching me.
それで一体何があったのですか、シロ。
Saber demands an explanation once we get to the dojo after treating my wand and getting changed, all without waking Fujini up. I do my best to summarize all the important points. How I was controlled by Caster and went to the temple. The coma incidents happening in town and Caster's relation to them. Archer who saved me when my command spells were about to be taken, and how Archer tried to kill me in the end. Saber seems to ponder something. I would get why she would want to reorganize her thoughts since all this happened in one night.
なるほど。では、アーチャーはキャスターを見逃したのですか？
Yeah, he did. He's the worst. He's no different from Caster if he's using her to win. It pisses me off when I think about it, when I think back to it. Damn it, I wish I'd gotten a hit on him. Then, Saber has a weird expression on her face. Saber, what's so funny?
いいえ、シロが人の悪口を言うなんて珍しいと思いまして。まだ数日ほどしかシロを見ていませんが、あなたはそんな風に陰口を言う人ではないと分かっていましたから。
Now that she mentions it, I've been complaining a lot. But I can't help it, Archer really gets to me. And worst of all, he made fun of Tosaka, his own partner.
そうですね。ですがシロ、一つ尋ねますが、シロはアーチャーの裏切りが許せないのですか？どうも、あなたは彼に切りつけられたことを怒っているようには見えない。
Yeah? Oh, she's right. Archer's action would constitute betrayal. No, but that is... No, it's not like he betrayed me. I haven't made any promises with him from the start. That's why even though Archer attacked me, I think that's fair.
それはそうですが、まったく、シロは不思議ですね。
but her tone has a certain fondness to it.
結論から言うと、私もシロと同じです。キャスターは放置できませんが、アーチャーは非道ではないのでしょう。
Hold on, what part were you listening to, Saber?
すべてです。それを踏まえた上で、私もシロと同意見だと言っています。加えて、彼の嫌疑は清流でした。心によこしまなものがないのでしょう。舞うような剣撃は、彼の人格を物語っていると思う。
I don't like it even more now. Something is wrong with Saber to compliment him. First of all, Archer's technique is... Oh. No, I was just being delusional. He is like yogurt that's about to expire compared to Saber. What are you saying? His technique is nothing. He couldn't even kill me with a surprise attack. How can he call himself a servant?
ええ。ですからシロも筋がいいのです。長く鍛えれば、アーチャーに届く技量になりましょう。
I can't object. I can't object if she says so by making that face. Anyhow, Saber approves of Archer's techniques. I don't know why, but I can't stand that fact. Saber, you said I have talent, right?
はい。上手れば良い使い手となるでしょう。
I've decided. Then can you teach me things once my wound heals? Not just how to survive, but I want to learn how to fight. I shake Saber's hand and look her directly in the eyes.
あ、はい。シロがそういうのでしたら構いませんが。
Alright, I have no complaints if I can study under Saber. I can't repeat the same failures as tonight, and it's not like me to keep on running away. Most importantly, I can't lose to the guy who said we need more victims in order to reduce the total number of victims. Jupp, einmal speichern. Kapitel 7 Ghost Walls. Huh? When I come to my senses, I realize I'm in a fantastical place. An endless barren land, as far as the eye can see. The unceasing wind blows golden sand into my eyes. There, I stand my mind blank amidst it all. I feel no reason for confusion or panic. I know this scenery. I've had a dream about this before. So this must also be a dream. I'm lucid enough to simply wait for the end. A strange feeling suddenly runs up my arm. The sound of metal clanking. When I roll up my sleeves, there's... My arm is now made of blades. I jump up from my bed. Before I realize that I'm in my room, I check my right arm. Oh, huh? It's fine. My right arm is normal. It doesn't feel hard like metal, nor has it become blades. A dream. I sigh in relief. I don't know why I had a dream like that, but it might have to do with the fact that I made a contract with Saber. Maybe I should try asking Tosaka about it when I have the chance. And more importantly, I need to go prepare breakfast. It's before 6 a.m. Even though Sakura isn't here starting from today, there's still Saber and Fujine. It is late to start preparing breakfast for the three of us even now. I make my way to the living room, trying not to make any sound. I pause and try to figure out how they're doing on the other side of the sliding doors. I hear Fujine's restless snoring and Saber's even breathing. Huh? My guard must have gone down as though of what it must look like in their flitter inn. I hide my blushing face with my hands and breathe in the cold air from outside. I need more training. Let me go make breakfast. I shake my head and walk away. But I don't think it's good for my mental health to have girls sleeping under the same roof as me after all.
それじゃ先に行くけど、一人だからって遅刻してダメよ。
Okay, okay. You do your best on your work in the morning too.
ありがとね。シロ、朝ごはん美味しかったよ。
Fortunately, Bosun heads to school. Well, there's still 30 minutes. I'm already done cleaning up, so I should fulfill yesterday's agreement. The wounds from the slash at my shoulders and from when I fell down the stairs have completely healed. On top of that, I have some time, so I train with Saber first thing in the morning. The sounds of our practice swords echo. The clashing of bamboo makes a pleasant sound. Learning by watching others cannot be underestimated. Just picturing an example before I grip my sword makes it a lot lighter and easier to use. As usual, Saber repels my attacks without losing her breath. But is something wrong with her this morning? Until yesterday I would have lost my consciousness the moment I got parried, but I'm able to manage her counterattacks today. Well, when I say manage, I mean I can avoid the worst case scenario where my vision goes completely white, even if her counterattacks are still effective. Whew. I put down my bamboo sword and breathe out the heat built up in my lungs. The clock is already pointing at 8 AM. Before I knew it, an hour had passed since I started training with Saber. Since my body was able to react better to Saber's sword, and probably also because she didn't seem to have it in her, it was easy to get carried away and lose track of time. Man, I worked up a sweat. But what's wrong with you this morning, Saber? I don't feel as much severity in your attacks compared to yesterday.
そのようなことはありません。私は昨日と同じように打ち合いました。それを軽く感じたのは、シロの技量が上がっているからです。
Also ganz schön heftige Verbesserung innerhalb eines Tages. My skills, really? Saber nods. Well, it doesn't seem like flattery, and Saber isn't the type to say those kind of things to start with. Really?
驚きました。シロの技量は昨日とは別人です。
You think so? No, that can't be true. You just aren't doing as well today. Martial arts instructors would lose their job if someone could get better in just a day.
それは同感ですが、そうですね。具体的に言うと、型に無駄がなくなりました。シロはもともと体は出来上がっていますから、適した剣筋を身につければ、それだけで一段階上の剣士になれるのです。
Fewer unnecessary movements? Come to think of it, my body didn't move well this morning. It seemed as though my sword parried sabers on its own, even though I couldn't consciously react to it. All I did was copy what he was doing.
やはりそうでしたか。私に指示すると言っておいて、アーチャーの剣筋を手本にしたわけですね、シローは。
Wait, so you can tell?
当然です。もともとシローには基本となる型がありませんでしたから。それに筋が一つ通れば、誰が見てもわかります。
Oof, well, it's not like I was ignoring you. It's just that since I was around him a bunch yesterday, it was engraved in my mind.
いいえ、私に断らずとも結構です。シローが強くなる分には、私も文句はありませんから。
Liar. What's with that obviously dissatisfied face? I'm telling you, I'm sorry. Besides, even if I try to model myself after you, I can't even see how you're attacking. We have different physiques. And on top of it all, it's impossible to copy you.
なかなかに正論です。では、私はあくまであなたの練習相手ということですね。
Earth. I feel like I just dug myself into a deeper hole. No, let's stop talking about this. Anyway, it's clear that I'm able to fight a bit now.
何を言うのです。確かにシローの技量は上がりましたが、それはあくまで最低限戦えるというレベルです。私やアーチャー、バーサーカーと向き合えるものではないのですから、間違っても単独で戦闘など挑まないでください。
Saber is firm. It feels like a mentor reprimanding the cocky student, which makes me break into a smile. Well, having such a cute mentor is oddly amusing. Aber ich würde dann sagen, dass ich an dem Punkt jetzt diese Folge hier beende. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen und bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao.